Today, in this video, I teach you guys how to make a working VR mech in Build-A-Boat. It's actually really awesome to go in first person and control a robot that actually flies. I made it so you can control the joystick where for every keystroke you touch, it moves in that direction. Also, I know that there's a lot of you guys that are new here, so if you are, please subscribe. I do tutorials on grinders, builds, and much more. Anyways, enjoy the video. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. As you saw from the intro, we're gonna be building a working VR mech. So the VR mech is this little dude right here. And yeah, so a couple weeks ago, I have been watching VR Hands. I've been watching many YouTubers play the game, and it's literally hilarious. So I decided to make a working VR mech. Other people have actually made working VR hands, like from the Roblox game. But I wanted to switch things up a little and do it Pookie style. So here's the mech that I made. It has a working joystick and this is the bot head. And there's two modes. There's VR mode and there's 3D perspective mode. So when I unanchor this thing and go in this seat, you guys can drive it around, and as you can see, the joystick actually moves. It's actually pretty cool watching the joystick actually move when you control it. Like, if I go forward, it goes forward. When I go back, it goes backwards. When I turn right, it literally goes to the right. And when I turn left, it goes to the left. And as I was saying earlier, you guys can also go into two perspectives. First person and 3D. You want to use this because sometimes when you use the in-person camera, it actually becomes a little shaky. And also, no, you don't just stay at this height. You can also go up wherever you guys want. So I just activated something with my actual car seat, and you guys can actually fly up wherever you guys want. You can fly to other people's bases. People will probably think this thing is super cool, and they'll just have a flying head and a flying joystick just flying above them. And yeah, so let me show you guys that other perspective. So if I exit this camera and click this switch, it's actually going to put us in the first person perspective. This is basically VR. If you guys have an actual VR set, you guys can just control it with this, and it's actually really shaky and weird. And you guys can actually like see in your first person perspective as you were like actually the robot head. And when you're going to other plots, people will actually see your joystick moving. They'll think it's super cool. And again, I'm gonna try to go up. You guys may be wondering how I actually go up. It's actually from a balloon. This thing also works as a spying device. As you can see, I'm actually gonna go into third person because third person's a little bit better if you guys do not have an actual VR headset. I'm actually playing on my Mac laptop. It's literally bobbling. Like, the head is literally bobbling. This thing is actually so cool. Like, what if you were just on blue team and then you just saw this bobbling head around, and you guys would actually think a person was inside there controlling it with the joystick? That would actually be super cool. I would be amazed if I was on someone else's team. So anyways, let's get straight into how to build it. So I'm gonna reload our VR mech thingy. So this is it, and I'm gonna show you guys all the mechanics. So I'm gonna put transparency to 0%. So these are all the basic mechanics. Don't worry, if you follow along precisely, you guys can actually build this pretty easily. I'm gonna just go over everything real quick. So the motors actually change the direction of everything, and you guys can go forward, backward, everything. And then there's a balloon on the top, which makes it go up, obviously. And then there's this controller right here. It's powered by these servos. So then whenever you use the servo, when you use WASD, it actually makes it go forward, back, and right and left. And then this bottom platform down here is actually gonna make you just stay there on the ground, and it looks like you're floating. So you're stuck in the floating position when you actually launch this thing. So now you guys basically know the mechanics. I'm just gonna show you guys how to build this. So to start out, you guys want to get any block. I'm just gonna be using wood block. And in this tutorial, I'm gonna be saying studs a lot. Studs are these little things on the left middle, and basically when you scale things up, it has these studs. It gives you a number on how much it is scaled. So 12 studs is actually 6 blocks. As you can see, it says 12 studs, and when I place 6 blocks, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's actually equivalent to 12 studs. So yeah, that's basically what studs are. So I'm gonna be getting right into so disclaimer, you guys will be needing scale tools. So I'm actually gonna be using this wooden block, and I'm actually gonna scale this until 16 studs, just like that. Then I'm gonna actually get a titanium block, and I'm gonna place it like that, and then I'm gonna scale it out 16 studs again. So I'm gonna scale it out like that. Then I'm gonna delete this wood block. Now I'm gonna scale a 24 stud pole on each side. So I'm gonna put my merging level onto red, and then I'm gonna place one block right here and one block right here. Then I'm just gonna scale it out to 24 studs until it's even. So this is basically 24 studs, and it's even in the middle. You can tell that it's even if this middle dot is on the center. So I'm gonna do the same for this side. I'm just gonna scale out a little. Let's see. That is 22 studs. I'm gonna scale out 1, 2, and that should be 24 studs like that. Now what you guys want to do is actually get a plastic block. I'm going to get my plastic block right here, and then you guys want to find the center of this thing. So just click on this block right here, and then the middle of the scale tool right here is where the center is. Then you guys want to just scale up until 12 studs. So I'm just going to scale it like this, and I have 12 studs. Now we're actually going to start with making the joystick. So we're going to be placing a plastic block right here and scaling out until 10 studs like this. Then we're going to get a plastic block right here, and then we're just going to scale it until 8 studs, so that is 8 studs. Then we're going to place another plastic block on top of this plastic block, and we're going to scale it up until 5 studs. Then we're just going to shorten these, so I'm going to shorten this block right here, and then I'm going to shorten this block right here. Now what you guys want to actually do is place a plastic block on top, and then scale it until 6, and then make it a 6x6 square. So I'm just going to be making it a 6x6 square, and that is 6, and this is 6, like that. Then just scale this block that you guys made down like that, then find the center of it with the scale tool and place another block, and then scale it down like this. Then make a 4x4 square. So I'm just going to scale it 1 each time on each side like this, and it should end up with a 4x4 square. Now you're going to get a plastic block, and you're going to place it right here, and then you're just going to... Now you're going to get a plastic block, and you're going to place it right here, and then you're going to scale out until it's 6 studs like that. We're going to be getting 2 servos. So first get a servo, and then we're going to be placing it like this. So I'm going to have the white side on the bottom, and I'm going to have it tilted like this and there. So we have the servo like that. Now we have to do the front servo. So you guys want to have it faced like this, so it should be on the corner. Now we're going to be actually making the stick of the joystick. So I'm actually going to get a plastic block again, and I'm actually going to place a plastic block on top of here. And I'm going to scale it up 1 time like that. And then I'm going to put my scale onto 0.5, and we're going to scale it up like that. Then we're actually going to put our scale to 1, and we're going to scale it until it's 4.5 studs, like that. Then what you guys want to do is actually get your plastic block, and then just scale it down like that. Then just connect it to this plastic block like that. So the stick shouldn't be touching this part, and this part should be connected to the servo. Then we're just going to be making the red button. So I'm going to place a plastic block on top. I'm going to put my scale onto 0.5, and we're just going to scale it like this, 1 on each side, like this, and then I'm going to just scale it all the way down like that. Now we're going to get started on the actual mech thingy. So I'm actually going to place a plastic block right here. I'm actually put my scale back to 1, and then you guys want to scale it down like this. Then make a 10 by 10 stud square. So I'm actually going to make it 10 studs. I'm actually going to scale this 1 time, scale this 1 time, so it's in the center. Then I'm actually going to scale it out like this, and I'm pretty sure that is the center, but I'm going to scale it out 1 time and 1 time to get 10 studs like this. We're actually going to be making walls on each side that are 6 studs tall. So I'm going to place 1 right here. So we're going to place a plastic block right here. I'm going to scale it up until it's 6 studs like this, and then I'm going to actually fill it in like this, and I'm going to scale it all the way to the end. I'm going to do the same for each side. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to scale it up to 6 studs. It's thin already, and I'm going to scale it right here. Now I'm going to do the last part on this side, and we're just going to scale it up like this, and then I'm going to scale it all the way like this. You guys actually want to leave a little gap right here after you're done with the 3 sides. Then actually place a plastic block like this, scale it in like that, and then I'm actually going to scale it all the way out and scale it all the way to the top. Now let's actually make the top of the head. We're going to place a plastic block. We're going to put our move to 0.5 and place it like this. Then I'm going to just put my move back to 1 so I don't forget later. I'm going to scale this down until thin, and I'm actually going to scale this out like this so we got the top of the head. Now we're going to be making the bottom part of the face of the bot. So I'm going to place a plastic block like this, and I'm going to scale it out like this. Then I'm going to scale 1 stud up like this, so it should be 10, 3, and 2 studs. Now I'm going to place a plastic block on the top of the head like this, and I'm going to scale it up like this, and I'm going to just scale it out like that. So we have this part of the head. And now what you guys want to do is find the center of this block right here, place a block on top of it, and then put your scale onto 0.5. Then put your scale back to 1, and then just scale it out until it's 1 stud away from each side. So as you guys can see, what I mean by this is right here, as you guys can see, that's the full square connected on each side, and then you guys want to scale out 1 stud like that. So I'm going to do this for every single side like this, and boom. So now I'm going to do it for the 3 sides on the sides and the back, so I'm going to do it right here. So I'm going to find the center, I'm going to place a plastic block, I'm going to put my scale to 0.5, then I'm going to scale it all the way in, and then I'm going to get my scale and put it onto 1. Then I'm actually going to scale it like this, and scale it right here, scale it like this, and we're going to scale down like so, and we're going to scale up We're gonna scale a little like this, and I have this. It doesn't have to be perfect, by the way, guys. This just enhances the head shape of the character. So I'm actually gonna place another plastic block right here. I'm gonna put my scale on 0.5. I'm gonna scale it all the way in. Then I'm gonna put my scale onto 1. Scale it. Make it so it's a square that's scaling 1 stud on each side, and we're gonna scale it like this. So now we have this. So now we're just actually gonna paint everything. I'm pretty sure I painted it this color right here. Maybe, yep, this is the color. So I'm just gonna paint everything this color, and we're just gonna paint everything right here, and we're just gonna paint this and this, and we're gonna paint this little button thing red. Then we're gonna use this color right here, and we're gonna paint this head like that. Now what you guys actually want to do is select this and scale in by 1 time on each side. So 1 and then 1. Then use this other side of the head and scale in 1 time like this, and do the same for this side. So 1 time like this. Then I'm actually going to paint this one white. As you guys can see, we have the basic face. Now we just have to actually make the eyes. So for the eyes, we're actually going to be using a neon block. We're going to make the eyes blue, and we're going to place 1 neon block right here and 1 neon block right here. We're going to scale it all the way in like this, and we're actually going to make it 1 up like that. And we're going to do the same for this side like this, and 1 up like that. We're going to paint it this blue, I'm pretty sure it was. We're going to paint it like this, and as you guys can see, we have the eyes. Now we're actually going to be making the moving part. So we're going to get a boat motor. So just search motor in your thingy-majiggy, your inventory. Yeah, so I'm going to place 1 motor right here like this, and then I'm actually going to get a servo, and we're going to face it down like this, and we should place it like that. Then just get your motor, and we're going to get it right here, and we're just going to place it right on top like this. So it should be like this on the corner of it. Don't worry, it won't fall off, even though this looks a little bit sketchy. Now we're going to be making the flight mechanic by using balloons. So we're actually going to be getting our plastic block. Let me get it right here. And we're going to place it at the end of this part right here. Now we're just going to scale it up until 60 studs. I'm pretty sure this is a good length where no one can actually see the balloon. They'll just see the actual person. And then what you guys actually want to do is place another plastic block right here and scale it out until it's 6 studs like this. Then get your plastic block again and scale it out 10 by 10. So I'm actually going to do 10 by 10. And we're actually going to go like this. And we're actually going to go like this. And that's in the middle. And then I'm just going to scale out until 10 studs like this. So we have a 10 by 10 square right in the center. So now what you guys actually want to do is get a balloon. So I'm going to get my balloon, and we're going to go in the center and place it right in the center. So I'm going to zoom in on this little dot thingy in the middle of my scale tool, and I'm going to place it like that. So it should be in the center like that. So for this balloon block, you actually want to get your scale onto 0.5 and then just scale it up 1 time. So your scale should be on 1.5. Now we're actually going to be placing 2 cameras. One from the actual first perspective camera, and then one 3D camera. So I'm going to get it right here. So we're going to place this camera that right here on this like that. So that will be in the face. Then we're going to get this 3D camera, and we're going to zoom in to this little character that we made, and then click on this block in the center like this with the scale tool. Then place it right here just like that. So now what you guys actually want to do is select this right here, and now what you guys want to do is actually get a switch. So we're actually going to place this switch over here, and we're going to place it all the way over here so it's distinguished from everything else. We want it like that because we're going to actually delete it later. So we're actually going to get a car seat like this, and as you guys can see, it's connected to the motor. We do not want that. So we're going to click the motor and click the car seat, and it should unbind. Then we're actually going to get 2 switches. So we're going to get one over here. So we're going to place one right here, and we're going to disconnect it from the motor again, like how we did with the car seat, and do the same for this switch, and we're going to disconnect it like that. So for this switch, you guys actually want to click it with your binding tool, click it, and then click on this 2D camera right here. Then what you guys want to do is click this switch, and then zoom into the camera that you placed, and click it like that. So whenever you click these 2 switches, it will turn on the camera. Now what you guys actually want to do is select this servo right here, and then turn on reverse rotation, just like that, and everything should be good to go. So when you guys actually finish this, if you're on mobile, everything should work except the joystick, because it actually uses binding. So now what you guys actually want to do is delete this switch right here, and then delete this car seat that we placed. Then replace the car seat and it should be binded to everything. Then just unbind this servo right here like that, and then rebind it like this. Then put left as W and then put right as S, just like this, and there we go. Now just select all and put the servo angle to 20 degrees, just like this. Then select all and then deselect these parts by shift clicking like this, and we're just gonna shift click these titanium rods that we actually built. So then what you guys actually want to do now that you have these deselected is turn off collision like this. Now you guys are free to actually put transparency to anything. So we're actually gonna select all this and turn transparency to all of it. So I'm actually going to select all of this stuff and all of this that we do not want in the way. We're going to put transparency to 100%, so everything should be invisible. So now what you guys actually want to do is just save your thing just like this, and everything should be good to go. So we're actually going to test it out. So select all with the screwdriver tool and an anchor. So you guys should be able to actually control this thing like this, and as you guys can see, the joystick actually moves. And then like we placed the camera before, we're actually going to click this switch. This is the first person perspective, and then this is the third person perspective like this. And now you guys can actually fly by clicking F on the balloon like that. Or on mobile, there's a target looking thing, and you guys can press that and it should activate the balloon. So that will be all for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed building this VR mech. If you did, please leave a like on this video. It really means a lot to me, and you guys can also comment. I will actually try to reply to every single comment in this video. I love you all, and I'll see everyone later.